Hello everyone, my name is Sharvari Shaligram. My topic is gravitational force and health. Gravity is the force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass. It is the concept that can be traced to the Sanskrit word Gurutva and Gurutvakarshana from the ancient Indian history. The word Guru denotes heavy, big, influencing, and Akarshan means power of attraction. Sir Isaac Newton formulated law of gravitation and motion. The story goes that he came up with the concept of gravity under an apple tree. Acharya Kanath presented his theory on gravity in Vaisheshika Sutra. Vaisheshika Sutra discusses the role of gravity in mainly three events. It states that Atmakarmahastha Sanyogascha Sanyog Bhave Gurudvat Patana means when an object held on your hand, it stays in the same position because it is in the contact with the hand. And in second, it states that when the object loses contact with the hand, it falls due to gravity. In Tarka Sangraha, it is mentioned Atyapatana Samavai Karanam Gurutvam Prithvi Jalavritti means weight is the non-material cause of the first moment of falling of an object. It exists in earth and water. Apanavayu, which is aligned with the force of gravity, moves downward. So, what is Apanavayu? There are 5 types of Vayu: Pran, Udan, Dhyan, Saman and Apan. Amongst this, Apanavayu is situated in the pelvic floor and its energy pervades the lower abdomen. Apanavayu translates as the air that moves away and its flow is downwards and out. Sanskrit word Vayu translates as wind and the root Va translates to that which flows. The Vayu is an energetic force that moves in a specific direction to control bodily functions and activities. As stated above, Apanavayu, which is aligned with the force of gravity, moves downward, resulting in diseases like aging, death. Pranavayu, which is aligned with the air and space element, disperses upward through the mind and senses. This leads to loss of mind-body coordination. Uniting these two primary Vayus, resulting in strengthening our energy along with awakening our higher faculties. Yogic practices work to raise Apanavayu up to unite with Prana and draw Prana down to unite with Apana, which occurs in the region of the navel, the pranic center of the body. Some of the ways to keep your Apanavayu in balance include focus on the exhalation and suspension of the breath, that is, holding after exhale, and Mula Bandha, like contraction of pelvic floor muscles. Now we will see the effects of gravity on human body. Gravity compresses the spine. This results in disc loosening moisture. Gravity affects human body in multiple ways. In the inner ear, gravity pulls downward, which then stimulates sensory cells called otolithic membrane and give the brain an awareness of orientation and movement of the head. Second one is the circulatory system. Because gravity pulls things down, blood has difficulty working its way up through veins when you get older. This eventually leads to varicose veins, decreased scalp circulation, and swollen limbs. This decrease in blood flow results in disorientation to valuable organs such as eyes, skin, and the brain. Zero gravity effect of the human body are of 2 types. First is the short-term effect and the second is the long-term effect. Vestibular system helps the brain orient itself relative to the floor and the ceiling. It is what creates our sense of balance. Fluid shift. Body fluid such as blood are undisturbed the upper part of the body and away from the lower limbs. While in space, astronauts often have a puffy face due to this fluid shift and legs that are smaller in circumference. The fluid shift to the head can also lead to feeling of congestion. Long-term effects on muscular system, skeletal system, and third, cardiovascular system. Now let's see one by one. First is the muscular system. Due to being used less, muscles lose mass. When astronauts return to the Earth, their muscles may not be strong enough to allow them to move themselves. Astronauts exercise for 2 hours daily to try to and maintain some muscle mass. However, months of rehabilitation is required after typical 6 months mission. Skeletal system. Calcium from bones secretes out through urine. This makes astronauts more susceptible to breaking bones, like a person with osteoporosis. This deterioration of the bones and release of calcium may lead to kidney stones. Spine. Due to lack of compression upon the spine, the discs between vertebrae soak up more fluid than they would on Earth. This results in astronauts being taller. This lengthening of the spine may also cause back pain. The effects of stronger gravity on the human body. First is the vision impairment. The shift in fluid causes a change in intracranial pressure. This leads eye shape to morph, which changes eye functionality. Second is the circulatory system. The excess gravity on the body will pull fluids down into limbs and causes the heart to work harder to get blood around the body. Since the heart is working harder, it gets stronger. Third is the muscular system. Since it would take more strength just to complete daily activities, our muscle mass would increase due to more usage. Then the question arises, how gravity affects your yoga practice? When you practice your asana, you are constantly experimenting or dancing with the force of gravity and its effect on a pose. Against gravity. Suptapadangushthasana, reclining hand to big toe pose. This action, moving against the force of gravity, is created by hip flexors undergoing a shortening contraction against gravity. With gravity, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. When bending forward in the pose, you are now moving with gravity. When you begin the pose by tipping the trunk slightly forward, gravity immediately begins to pull more and more of your body downward towards the earth.